You might not realize it yet, but as you begin to absorb these words, there's something unfolding deep within you. Imagine how powerful it would feel to be fully connected to your inner empathy, that part of you that can truly understand and relate to others, no matter what their experiences may be. You see, the more challenges you've faced, the more you've learned, the more you've grown, and the more you can connect with those who are going through their own struggles. Because here's something interesting. It's easy to forget every experience you had has added to your wisdom. It's easy to overlook just how much you've grown, how much more your capacity for empathy has expanded. Perhaps, just perhaps, the difficult times in your life, they've shaped you in ways that are beyond your conscious awareness, in ways that make you incredibly powerful in your ability to understand others, to relate to their struggles, their pains, and their triumphs. You've walked through the fire, and as you walked through it, you became stronger, more connected, more able to share that strength with others. So as you hear this, and allow the ideas to settle deep within your mind, you can start to see how the more challenges you've faced, the more depth you've gained, and the more your natural empathy has been awakened. It's like the more you've experienced, the more you've expanded in a state of understanding and compassion. And that is what makes you so much more powerful. Now think about this. Have you ever met someone who had everything handed to them? Someone who had a smooth path with no obstacles, no setbacks. They might be successful on the surface, but how deep is their understanding of others? How well can they truly feel what others are going through? The answer might surprise you, and yet, the more obstacles you've faced, the more layers of wisdom, resilience, and yes, empathy you've developed. And isn't that what truly makes a difference in how we connect with each other? Let's imagine this for a moment. Picture yourself standing next to someone who's going through a tough time. You can feel their frustration, their confusion, their pain. And without even thinking about it, you simply know how to comfort them. You instinctively understand what they need, what they're really saying beneath the surface. And the beautiful part is, you're not just offering advice or sympathy. You're offering true empathy because you've been there. You've walked a similar path. And that experience, it allows you to meet them where they are and to truly be present. And as you continue to embrace this understanding, you can notice how your own capacity to empathize continues to grow. It's like a muscle, isn't it? The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And you can feel how deeply rewarding it is to have this ability to truly connect with others, to know them beyond just their words, beyond their outer appearance. And isn't it interesting that the more trouble you've had in your life, the more this power has grown within you, effortlessly, just by the way you've experienced the world. Now take a moment to really let that sink in. You've always had this ability within you. Perhaps you haven't fully appreciated it just yet, but it's been there, quietly shaping you, making you the incredible person you are today. And the more you realise this, the more you'll see just how much this ability is a gift. You can see now how empathy, it isn't just something you have, it's something you become through experience, through facing challenges. You developed the strength to connect on a level that others might not even be able to comprehend. You see, when someone has had an easy ride, when they haven't faced obstacles, their understanding of others can feel a little distant, a little more surface level. But when you've faced the hard times, the struggles, the lessons, you've gained a depth of understanding that most people can only dream of. And that depth, it isn't just something that makes you a better person. It makes you an unstoppable force of compassion, connection and wisdom. Think about how different things would feel if you walked through life without that depth of understanding, without the wisdom that comes with those challenging experiences. Now imagine walking through life with that wisdom, knowing that every experience, even the painful ones, they've made you who you are today. They've made you the person who can relate to anyone, who can truly understand what they're going through, who can feel their pain, their struggles, and their joy. And just like that, with every challenge you've faced, you've become more in tune with your own inner power. And now, it's as if that power continues to multiply. You see, it's not just the more trouble that you've faced, the more empathy you've developed. It's that with every step you've taken through adversity, your sense of self has been refined, sharpened, and expanded. And now you can sense the world around you in ways others might not. Let's take a moment to think about how incredible that truly is. The more you understand that struggles, they've shaped you into someone with greater empathy, the more empowered you become. Every challenge, every difficulty is contributed to your growth. You can now see your experiences. They don't just define you. They've equipped you with an extraordinary ability to connect, to understand, and to relate. And now, more than ever, you can feel this truth resonating within you. The more challenges you've faced, the more powerful your connection with others becomes. You've become a person who can truly see, truly hear, and truly understand. You've turned your challenges into your greatest strength and your secret weapon for building deeper, more meaningful relationships. And as this truth continues to settle within you, let yourself realize this strength is now more accessible than ever before. You're not just empathizing with others. You're mastering the art of human connection. And it feels so effortless, so natural, because in reality, the more trouble that you've been through, the more empathy you possess. And the more empathy you possess, the more you can achieve. And the more you can inspire. And the more you can transform not only your own life, but the lives of everyone around you. Now breathe that in, feel it. Let the beauty of that truth live deep inside you forever.